Hi, and welcome to show number 11. How long for my goals? This is most probably just about the right time to cover this topic, especially if you made a start with a test project that we set up as instructed in show number 7. People often give up before the desired state is attained. The reason for this is because they use a mechanical voice to set a time when the state should solidify into reality. When this point in time is not reached, they falsely believe they have failed and the principle is flawed. Many success programs will talk about having goals, which quite frankly is the most negative of things to set up because this immediately sets them off into the future somewhere. The sound good lines about goal setting are often like focus on your goals, give them a time target, believe in your goals, work towards your goals, aim big, and if you fall short you'll be okay anyway. Complete twaddle, because if you are thinking about your goals, you are thinking of them. You would be thinking from the state of wanting and not from the state of having. The normal goal setting process goes something like work out what you want, write it down, read it every day, break down the steps to get to your goal, take physical action towards your goal, and constantly revise what you're doing. Basically, the process does not and will not work because this is not you. It is defining your current state, which is a state you do not want to occupy. It's like swimming against a very strong current. You can do it for a while, but eventually the current will overtake you and bit by bit take you back down the river of life to your existing state. This is why people who struggle with their body weight, for example, are often considering the next diet. They set goals and then swim against the current state. They swim against their current state. By setting your goals in this manner, you are acknowledging that you are not that which you desire to be. You are setting yourself up for failure from the start. And each time you do this, you reinforce the current state you are in. You reinforce that you are thinking of what you desire. You are reinforcing the state that you do not wish to occupy. How many times in honesty have you decided to create life goals only to see them wither and die? You must remove every notion of existing goal setting from your way of thinking. Then, and only then, will be that which you will be that which you desire to be. So back to time and how long. If you set a date for the realization of what you desire using a calendar, you are setting yourself up for failure. Why? Because time and the totus unus principle does not work like that. You may recall from show 7 that without mechanical devices to measure time, it would be very different for each person. It would depend upon the state they were in. This carries forward directly to the question of how long it will take to realize your desires. Remember how I said that time is speeded up if you're occupied by a highly pleasurable experience and slowed down if not? Well, this is exactly how the time will be for the realization of your desires. The longer and more intense you maintain thinking from the desired state, the shorter the time until objective reality appears. Okay, I'll just say this again. I know this is hard to sometimes understand, but you must completely clear your mind from the process of thinking of a desired state. Instead, you must focus on thinking from a desired state. You must convince your mind that you already have that which you desire. When you do this, time is irrelevant to your experience. The desired state will be manifested in accordance to the realness and dedication that you give to the totus unus principle of creation. It really is as simple as that. It's a very simple process that has the most awesome power of creation available to you. Simple is in this case efficient beauty. I like to think of it as poetry in motion. In summary then, goal setting is failure orientated because of the implied future attainment. Time to you, to your desired state, is relative to your current state. You must think from the state as real here and now. Time to solidified reality is controlled by yourself, not a mechanical device. Before we finish up on this topic, it is worth also discussing how to make the whole principle fail. After all, if we can understand the failure process, we can also better understand the success process. Failure will occur if you violate the law of truth. This truth states that if you are conscious of being one thing and you are expressing something different, you are violating the law of your manifested state. You are, in short, swimming against the current. This violation can be and is often buried for a while under what some would call the power of positive thinking. But without a state change, failure is inevitable. To use weight loss as an example again, the person is conscious of being overweight. This is their state from day to day, and this dictates their day-to-day actions. Then, while still in their state, they decide to start the diet. This diet will fail. Maybe not at first, but it will fail until such time as the state changes to that of not being overweight. So to reiterate again, change the state, change the manifestation. This is the only way that you will literally be born again into the new state. Now when I say born again, there is no religious connotation involved in that. I have used it to express the concept of newness, freshness, of no going back. You are literally into a new state from which everything is now manifested from that state. Your new world is different from your old world. Your old state no longer exists. You can't make a value judgment or decision based on your old state, as it is simply not there. Every outgoing thought and action will be manifested from the new state. Well, we've run out of time for this show, but I'll return to this topic from several different angles so that it is completely understood. Take care of you and yours, and as always, don't forget to live and love a little of your dream every day. Catch up with you on the very next show titled A Path Less Trodden.